All right, let's dive into something really mind-bending today. Hao Jingfang's incredible story, Folding Beijing. Now, this isn't just your typical sci-fi. It's about a city where the class divide is so real, so physical, that the very ground flips over to keep people apart. Yeah, you heard that right. And it all kicks off with one man making a single, incredibly desperate choice. And this exchange right here, it tells you everything you need to know. You've got our protagonist, Lao Dao, and he's about to risk it all to sneak into a world he's not supposed to see. His friend is basically saying, don't do it, man. Seeing how they live will just make you hate your own life. But Lao Dao's reply, I already know my life is shit. Wow. For him, there's really nothing left to lose.
So who is this guy, Lao Dao, and what could possibly be worth a risk this big? Well, as it turns out, it's not about what, it's about who.
See, this whole dangerous mission, it's not about greed. It's all about love. Lao Dao is a 48-year-old waste worker, and his entire world revolves around his adopted daughter, Tong Tong. He just wants to send her to a good kindergarten, one with music and dance lessons. But in this part of the city, getting into a decent school means either lining up for more than 40 hours straight or having a ton of cash you just don't have. It's a system designed for him to fail.
And that's where this number comes in. 200,000 yuan. That's the reward for an illegal mission. Just deliver a message across the city's forbidden borders. To put that in perspective, this is a guy who earns maybe 10,000 a month. So we're talking about a life-changing amount of money. This isn't just cash. It's Tong Tong's future, all wrapped up in one dangerous job.
Okay, so to really grasp the danger here, you have to understand the city itself. This isn't the Beijing you know. It's not just one place. It's three entirely separate worlds, physically stacked and rotating to keep everyone in their designated spot. The whole thing is built around this one core idea, the change. Every 24 hours, the city's landscape physically folds and flips over. Think of it like a giant mechanical puzzle box. Entire buildings retract into the ground, streets disappear, and the earth itself turns upside down to reveal a completely different city on the other side. Your social status literally determines which side of the ground you get to live on. First up, you've got first space. This is where the elite 5 million live, the rulers, the decision makers. Then in the middle, you have second space. It's home to about 25 million people. Think students, white-collar professionals, the middle class. And then there's third space. This is Lao Dao's world. It's packed with a staggering 50 million people, mostly waste workers and laborers, the underclass that keeps the whole machine running from the dark. And this table, this is where the brutal, cold math of it all just slaps you in the face. Look at the time. The 5 million elites in first space, they get a full 24-hour day. But the other 75 million people in second and third space, they have to share the next 24 hours. Lao Dao's entire world, all 50 million of them, only gets to exist for 8 hours a day, from 10 at night to 6 in the morning, before it's literally folded back into the ground. Time itself is the ultimate class divider. So Lao Dao makes the jump. After this absolutely terrifying climb across the shifting, grinding earth, while the change is happening, he manages to set foot in first space. And what he finds there? Well, it's a total shock to the system. I mean, the contrast is just staggering. His whole life has been the stench of garbage, the crush of crowds, the artificial glow of neon lights. And first space? It's clean air, spacious parks, quiet, and sunlight. Real, tranquil sunlight. He actually sees a sunrise for the very first time in his life, and he's so stunned he just starts running towards it. But of course, the mission immediately hits a snag. The letter he's supposed to deliver, it's a secret love letter for a woman named Yi Yan. But when he finds her, she's with her fiancé, a really powerful, wealthy guy. The letter is from some student back in second space, and if this secret gets out, her life is basically over. So instead of writing back, she makes him a counteroffer, another 100,000 yuan. But this time, it's not to deliver a message, it's to deliver a lie. She's bribing him to go back and tell the poor student that it's over, all to protect her secret. And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? You can feel his moral compass just spinning. On one hand, he's a decent guy, he feels like he's betraying the person who hired him, but on the other hand, that money is Tang Tang's future. It's music lessons, it's a better life.
He despises himself for it, but he takes the money. He knows he has to. So, as if a full-blown moral crisis wasn't enough to deal with, Lao Dao gets nabbed by security. It seems like it's all over. But his capture doesn't lead him to a prison cell. Oh no, it leads to the story's most chilling revelation of all.
He gets saved, completely unexpectedly, by a man named Lao Ge. And get this, Lao Ge is a big-shot director in first space, but he actually grew up in third space, just like Lao Dao. He made it out. And seeing a bit of himself in Lao Dao, he doesn't punish him. Instead, he sits him down and explains why the city was built this way.
And here it is, the cold, brutal logic behind folding Beijing. Lao Ge lays it all out. See, automation had created massive unemployment. So what was the solution? Not to create more jobs. The solution was to create less time. By folding 50 million people away for 16 hours a day, the system basically manufactures a need for low-skilled jobs like waste processing just to keep them busy. It's all about managing surplus humans by treating their time, their very existence, as a disposable resource. So this isn't just about being cruel. No, it's calculated. It's economic policy. The whole folding city is an engine designed to maintain stability. It's built on the absolutely chilling idea that it's better to give millions of people just a tiny fraction of a life rather than deal with the social unrest that comes with unemployment. Their time, their dignity, that's the fuel that keeps this whole twisted machine running smoothly.
So now Lao Dao has the money, but his head is just reeling from this horrible truth. He starts the dangerous journey home, but, well, the city isn't quite done with him yet.
As he's making his way back across the divide, something goes wrong. A top-level emergency makes the change stop and then reverse. Lao Dao gets caught in the grinding, crushing machinery of his own world. His leg is shattered, but he just barely manages to escape with his life. He's now been physically broken by the very system he finally understands. So after all of that, the lies, the danger, the physical pain, what's the very first thing he does when he gets back to the familiar chaos of third space? He takes a big chunk of that money and uses it to pay a neighbor's overdue heating bill because they're the ones who help watch Tang Tang. It's this small, quiet act of community that just shows you exactly where his heart is. And as he's looking at his sleeping daughter, the true, devastating reality of his situation finally crashes down on him. He's not just Lao Dao, a father with dreams for his little girl. He's a number. He's just one person out of 50-something million others just like him. In the grand scheme of things, he's nothing more than a rounding error. So think about it. Lao Dao got the money. He secured a better future for his daughter. By all accounts, he won, right? But that leaves us with this one final, haunting question to chew on. When the whole system is folded against you, when it's designed to be this profoundly dehumanizing, what does it even mean to win?